Show me a business owner who doesn't want to grow their audience, whether it's to increase your impact, your income, or your interest list. An audience who knows, likes, and trusts you is an essential driver in your business and on your bottom line. In this video, I'm covering my 3-step audience attraction formula, so make sure to stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel, Empire Builders, and if you're new here, my name is Haley Dale, and I am a content strategist helping you create more purposeful, productive, and profitable content. And if that sounds like something you're looking for, click the subscribe button below for regular, value-packed videos every single Monday. Content has multiple roles in our marketing strategies, and I like to focus on the core 4 of them in my EASE content strategy method. These include expertise building content, attraction content, selling content, and your engagement content as well. In my previous video, we focused on the expertise part of the framework, which you can watch that video right here. And as a refresher, the EASE content strategy method is a way of simplifying and diversifying your content strategy by making sure that you're focusing on fewer channels, especially helpful for the types who want to do everything, just me, all right. And the A in the content strategy method really represents the content that you're using to attract and grow your audience. So the stuff that you're using to build your business, the content empire way. And to do that, you need to be bringing in new leads consistently in order to build up a solid and active interest list for your offers. Real talk here, the people who joined your list years ago might not be the ideal clients that they once were. It's very natural to have email list atrophy, and by making sure that you have a solid audience attracting strategy in place, you're going to be able to replace and increase the number of people in your pipeline, the people who are just naturally falling off, right? So maybe what they were interested in once is not what they're interested in now. Say, for instance, in the wedding industry, you probably don't want repeat clients there. The attract phase is how you are going to bring in those new people. And when we get to the engage part of the framework, we'll discuss how to build relationships and nurture them. But for now, we're just focused on the attraction part. It's also really important to note that more people in your pipeline is really subjective and depends on your business. And if you have more premium offers and you work with fewer people, you're not going to need as many leads, but more highly validated leads, so less but better leads. Whereas if you're running more of a digital course or digital product business model, you're going to require more leads in order to hit your revenue goals. So I want to dive into my 3-step formula for leveraging attraction content to build your audience. Step number 1 of the formula is to choose one main attraction platform. So a key principle in the EASE content strategy method is that you're actually only choosing one platform that fulfills the brief of attracting an audience. So you're going to focus on that single platform for at least 30 days, and we want to make sure that it serves your audience attraction needs. When it comes to audience building, not all platforms are created equally. There are some social media channels which are more engagement based, such as Instagram. While this isn't true in every case, for the majority of people, I find Instagram doesn't drive a whole lot of traffic to your website, but is great for having conversations. So it might be a great engagement platform, but not necessarily an attraction platform. A defining characteristic of the platform that you choose for your attraction content is that it drives traffic to your website. Choosing which one to go with is a combination of knowing where your people are and the behaviors that people take on that specific platform. Are they actually clicking through and leaving the platform in order to get access to the content that lives on your website, or are they just hanging out there to interact and have conversations? To go back to the Instagram example, right? Because they don't have that click-through ability that other platforms do, people on that platform are more likely to stay there because it's not easy to leave. They actually have to hunt down the link in order to go and visit it. Here are some examples of some attraction platforms, ones that I've used in the past and I've used with clients of mine. So Pinterest is a great one. Paid advertising, I want you to choose Facebook ads or Instagram ads, Google AdWords, promoted pins, pitching podcasts or collaborating, anything that gets you in front of a new audience, right? And other people's audiences are a great way to go as well. Really anything that gets you in front of that new audience, anyone who doesn't know you. So my take action tip for step number 1 of the formula is to choose one attraction platform to go all in on for building your audience for the next 30 days. Step 2 of the audience building formula is to set your benchmarks. So the first order of business after you've gone and you've chosen that platform is I want you to focus on figuring out how that platform is already performing for you in terms of attracting new traffic. So some things that you might look at would be things like website traffic generated from it. So looking at your Google Analytics, the amount of inquiries that you get there, what actions that traffic takes once they get to your website, right? Are they opting in? Are they going to your contact page? Or are they like hightailing it out of there as soon as they get there? Your engagement rate on that platform. So even though this isn't our engagement platform, we still want to make sure that we're at least monitoring that metric for success. These numbers become your benchmark for the attraction platform. So the, point zero before you spend that 30 days focusing on it, your starting place. And even if you're getting like zilch there right now, I want you to remember that we all have to start somewhere. And by focusing on it, you're going to see that number grow. Once you have your benchmark, you're in the right place to start setting a goal that you want to hit within the next 30 days on that platform. I like to encourage you to focus on small wins at first. Hopefully, this isn't to discourage you from setting those big, audacious, exciting goals, but it is to encourage you to focus on the small improvements and stacking those small wins that, you're going to add up to those big, audacious, and exciting goals. So when you have a huge goal like hit 10,000 followers on Instagram, your first goal isn't hit 10,000 followers. It's maybe to hit your first 5 followers or your first 100 followers, right? So there are milestones along the way. And if we focus on stacking those small wins, you're eventually going to get there. So my take action tip for step number 2 of the formula is to grab your benchmark numbers from the audience building platform that you've chosen in step number 1. Step 3, create a 30-day audience building action plan. So when it comes to testing out a new platform, I like to focus on 30-day or month-long increments. Because while you should stick with something for at least 90 days, because oftentimes you're not going to see the flowers from the seeds you've planted until they have a chance to grow, it is long enough for you to get a good indication that the small wins you're stacking are going to work. And more importantly, that you're enjoying spending time on that platform. And if you're not seeing results yet that you've hoped for, maybe it's time to change direction in terms of strategy or the actions you're doing, or switch up to a different attraction platform entirely. It's up to you, but I want you to commit for at least 30 days. In your 30-day audience building action plan, you're going to want to include these 10 things. Number 1, what is the big goal that you're working towards audience building wise? Is there a certain number that you're trying to hit? Number 2, what are the small wins that you're hoping to achieve within this 30-day period? Your big, audacious, exciting goal might not be possible in 30 days, but what is possible? Number 3, what are your metrics of success? So what are the things that you're looking at as a good indicator that you're going in the right direction? Is this number of followers you've gained? Is this number of click-throughs? Is this traffic? Number 4, what else are you measuring or tracking that's going to give you a clue that you're headed in the right direction? So we use this term a lot called vanity metrics, right? Somebody with a massive Instagram following might be making nothing in their business because really Instagram followers are a vanity metric. Or they might have purchased those followers so they're not engaged at all. So instead of looking at these things as your primary success metrics, we really want to focus on the amount of traffic that's being driven. However, the number of followers that you're gaining over an extended period of time, over this 30-day period, can still be a good indication that you're moving in the right direction. So even though it's a vanity metric, we still want to keep our eye on it. Number 5, what is your learning goal? So I'm a big lifelong learner, and even though I want to put a cap on it, I think that when you choose a platform to focus on, can you try to learn something new about that platform to understand it better every single week? So there's constantly things changing with these platforms, with these social media, with all of this stuff. So can we stay on top of the trends so that we can leverage them? Number 6, what are your daily activities? So what are the things that you want to be doing every single day on that platform? Number 7, what are your weekly activities? So what are the things that you're maybe not going to do daily, but you need to make sure you're doing regularly throughout the week? And then number 8, what do you want to try once within that 30-day period? So what is maybe a monthly activity that you want to try? Maybe it's coming up with some templates or different things like that. Number 9, when are you going to do these activities? I want you to actually take the step of making it real by putting it on the calendar. And then number 10, this is my favorite, who are 3 people or accounts who are using that platform, that attraction platform, attraction strategy really well. And what can you learn from them? I especially encourage you to look outside of your industry of people who are really killing it at Pinterest or really killing it at pitching podcasts. And can you reverse engineer what they've done by really studying and looking at it? This can leave you breadcrumbs in the steps you might want to take in your strategy in order to achieve similar success. Now, a question I get all the time about this is, what do I do with all the channels I'm using? So just because I'm going to go all in on Pinterest doesn't mean I stop publishing anything on my Facebook page. So there is a big difference between active channels and passive amplification channels. So just because you're choosing one thing to focus on, like going all in on Pinterest, it doesn't mean that you're going to stop publishing anything on Facebook or anything on those other platforms. It just means that I want you to look at any opportunity to kind of free up and automate Facebook, in this example, as much as you can. So you're essentially putting it on autopilot or as low maintenance as possible. So my take action tip for you for step number 3 of the formula is to create your action plan by answering the questions that I covered above. All right, so inquiring minds want to know, what attraction platform are you going to focus on first? So let me know in the comments. And if you want more videos like this, I want you to click on the next video and make sure to subscribe for new videos every single Monday.